Hello YouTube, and we're back to play some more Baldur's Gate in a brand new playthrough. I wasn't quite satisfied with the first one we did since it ended abruptly, so we're going to try something new this time around. Let's see. We'll play a new game. I have already pre-created a character because I didn't want to spend 10 minutes of video time rolling the dice.
Your life shall be mine.
Sounds good to me. So the very first time I ever played an evil character, which this will be a kind of an evil run-through, I named her after an evil fighter lady that was in the Xena TV series, and her name was Callisto. I don't know if that's the way she spelled it, but that's the way I'm going to spell it. So let me give a quick breakdown of what we're going to be playing. Female, because the first time I played through, I used a male character, so I'm just going to flip it up to be different. I'm going with elf this time instead of half-elf, fully for the fact that this is going to be a magic user character, and I'm not going to be solo, I'm going to have a party with me. So when I played half-elf, my full concern was the hit points. I was a multi-class character, I wanted to do melee combat, and I didn't want to have the constitution hit from being a full elf. But this time around, I should have party members with me, so the hit point concerns aren't as big of a deal. If I'm getting in hand-to-hand combat with a magic user, I'm doing something wrong. So the elf should be fine. The plus to dexterity will also help with the accuracy of any ray type spells I use. If I decide to take advantage of the elven race and use a bow, then the extra dex will come in handy with that as well, and it'll in general increase my armor class so that I don't get hit by the stray arrow or something like that. I did say I was going to play a magic user, but I'm not going to play a mage. I'm going to play a sorcerer this time. Out of all the dozens of times I've played Baldur's Gate, I've actually never chosen sorcerer as an option. Now, I know in 3rd edition, one of the big things for sorcerers is their spells are come off of charisma. I'm not sure. I don't recall any kind of sorcerer rules in 2nd edition, so I'm not sure if the spells for a sorcerer in the 2nd edition setting are really going to pull off of charisma, or if they're still going to pull off of intelligence or not. If that's the case, if they do pull off of intelligence and I only have intelligence 10, this could be a really short playthrough because I'm not going to play a sorcerer character who's restricted to level 1 spells. So hopefully we figure that out soon enough, and I didn't just destroy my character before it even started. I am going to try and play this as an evil character. I will still roleplay. I'm still going to go through dialogue options, and I'm going to choose somewhat evil options. But it's not evil as I'm power hungry or evil as though I just hate everyone and I want to kill everyone because I'm bloodthirsty. This is more of I'm bent on revenge. I want to start the game off as a normal person, as if almost they were good, but then once Gorion dies and their life takes a turn for the worse, they're just going to become bitter. They're going to feel that everyone's against them, so they're going to be looking out for numero uno, and nobody else's life is going to be of concern to them because they're going to view the world with this lens of darkness that the world is just an evil, murdering place, and they're just going to go with the flow of that. The strength, intelligence, and wisdom, I just kind of balanced out. When you generate your characters, I think anything between 96 and 88 is pretty high. The last character I made was at 88 points. This one was made at 89 points to distribute. The highest I've ever seen is 96. Feasibly, you could roll higher, but in hours and hours of clicking, I've never seen anything above a 96. So when I got an 89, I thought that was pretty fortunate, and I went with it. I maxed out the dex as high as I could for the increased archery potential for shooting rays or for shooting a bow. Because she is an elf, I will give her a bow if I have the option. And I chose a high con because sorcerer is going to have a very low amount of hit points, and if I do get hit by a stray accidental arrow or dart or booby trap or something, I don't want to instant die. As much hit points as I can get, the better. So the strength, intelligence, and wisdom are pretty much my dump stats. They're the lowest. I didn't want any penalties. Intelligence is pretty dumb because if the spells do come off of charisma, the intelligence won't benefit me in any other way that I can think of. Wisdom, however, I felt like it will help out some saving throws, or at least make me feel like my character's not complete without common sense. The strength is a little bit higher just because I wanted a higher encumbrance to carry stuff. I wasn't concerned about the stat for damage purposes for a melee weapon. And the charisma, because I believe the spells will come off charisma, I made that as high as I could. But even if the spells don't come off charisma, there should be dialogue options that will open up because of the high charisma. And since I very, very rarely ever play someone with a high charisma, I wanted to see what some of those dialogue options might be. Not to mention the fact that I'm playing a female, and if I play a female character, I feel like they have to have high charisma, or else why would I play a female? When I get to pick my two starting spells, I pick Magic Missile and Shield. I tried to balance it out, one offensive, one defensive. And the first few wizards I run into, they're going to be using Magic Missiles as their offense and Mirror Image as their defense. The Magic Missile will help to defeat the Mirror Image, and the Shield will help defeat those incoming Magic Missiles. There's also some Magic Missile type booby traps in the beginning, and if I'm incapable of disarming them, then the Shield might help with that too. Weapon proficiencies, I chose Dagger over Staff. Even though Staff does more damage, and you will probably find better staffs quicker in the game, I don't plan on actually ever using a melee weapon unless things are really, really dire. And I like the idea of a puncturing weapon, getting bloody and gory, whereas staffs I find in my mind gives me more of a depiction of like an old man with a walking stick or some kind of bow staff using monk type character. If you were just a robe wearing woman walking around, I think the dagger's the more concealable, quick to pull out and stab to protect yourself kind of weapon. So that's what I went with, and I think this is good. We're going to accept it. I'm going to go with core rules here. I don't want to feel nerfed. I don't need to play easy mode. I want to play it just as if I was playing on the tabletop. I don't want any buffs to the monsters. I don't want any hindrances to the monster. I just want to play it as if we were playing on the tabletop. I don't feel like I need to really make it challenging. I reloaded enough times in the last playthrough.
Nestled atop the cliffs that rise from...
Okay, I'm not going to go through the intro dialogue. I don't feel that's necessary. If you want to read that intro text, you can play it yourself, or you can watch a previous playthrough. I did turn the sound way down. Some of that ambient sound is still a little quiet. I've been having a lot of difficulties with the audio options. This is a new computer, and I've just recently reset up OBS.
Fine.
And I'm still working out some of the bugs, how to get things back on track.
Fine.
Okay, I will be...
Shall we continue your hello, child?
I will be reading through the dialogue options and stuff like that, but I'm not planning on doing any kind of tutorial type stuff.
It's hard to find decent folk nowadays.
Ah yes, I'm back within the hall at Hall's Can Peep. With this iron crisis upon us, the trip from Baragost was more hazardous than I care to relate. You're Gryan's ward, aren't you? You have come into your own. If it would permit an old man, a jealous of youth, to say so. I've left an identify scroll with Testoro in the inner grounds. He should be done examining it by now. So if you could fetch it for me, I'd be grateful. Okay, first quest, go fetch a book. But there's lots of things we can do in the meantime before we get that book. And here's some noble.
No time to chit-chat.
Step up to the heat, young one. You'll need a good fire to warm the chill stares of those monks. Most inhospitable they are. Isn't that so lovely? Oh yes, darling, they are most standoffish. Okay, so I believe this right here either this section of the conversation or this whole conversation as general is something that opened up because of the high charisma. I don't want to give this evil, rude response already because I don't feel like I'm that evil yet. I want to become evil roleplay-wise once tragedy befalls me. And I'm not necessarily a thief character, but I believe if you choose this option with the jewelry, it gives you an option to steal that jewelry later. So I'm going to choose that just to see what happens. So I would not let it concern you, my lady. Perhaps they're not used to wealth such as yours. You're quite wealthy, are you not? Bring a lot of expensive jewelry with you? Perhaps that was it. It may have looked as though we were showing off. I'm going to lock all my jewelry back in the room, dear, so I don't offend them again. A capital idea, lovely. Perhaps you should do the same. Leave this finery under lock and key whilst we brush up on our reading. I can think of no safer place than here. I doubt very much that a scoundrel would pay the book fee into this place to burgle the inn. Laughable. Okay, so she's going to go up and lock her jewelry away because I said that. Now I can go up here. I should have the option to now steal that jewelry if I wanted to, but I believe you still, on top of that, have to be able to pick locks. See, is it tab? Yeah, okay. So I still don't think the option helped me any because she still locks it, and I'm not about to pick the locks. And I'm not going to bother talking to these guys. So the charisma gave me the dialogue option, but I still can't pick the lock. So really, the only time you're going to get that free jewelry is, I would say, playing a rogue character with a high charisma. I'm not going to talk to Winthrop yet because I don't have any money to really buy anything.
Fine. Hello there.
Oh, hello. Have you seen my copy of the History of Halrua anywhere? You know how I can't stand the constant shuffling of arthritic feet up in the library, so I thought I'd get a bit of fresh air just east of here, and oh, I hate being so absent-minded. Please, if you find it, I really do need it back. Okay, so she wants her book. The book is just right over here, so I don't mind getting that. I don't remember if there's a fight in here or if it's a different room, so we'll come in here while we're at it.
Hello?
Okay, so there is. So I'm not proficient with a staff. Do I even have a dagger yet? No. Great.
Fine.
Okay, oh goody, I've gone and found you first. You're the ward of Brian, no doubt. I am. What can I do for you? I do not recognize you. Who are you, and what are you doing here? Leave me be. I have pressing matters to attend to. I think being an elf, and a female elf at that, I might be a little bit less cautious and a little bit more friendly. So I am. What can I do for you? Oh, our encounter with you shall be quite simple for you. Plainly put, I've made it my mission to end your life. Success will mean little respect among my peers. So you see, my success will mean a little respect among my peers. So you see, you can do very little except die. Oh boy. Well, now this is interesting. I've played Baldur's Gate lots of times, and I've even played the enhanced edition on the previous, but I didn't get things like the graphics look different. I see some health bars, so I don't know if they did some kind of update I'm not aware of, but this is pretty cool. So let's go at it. Let's see. I have this webcam sitting down here, but it's blocking some of my options. Right off the bat, I'm going to do shield. I'm not sure if the duration will last me the whole game, but okay. Now, the thing I could have done is, if I really wanted to min-max this gameplay, I could have gone and got the scroll first for the wizard and the inn, and he would cast a protect from evil spell, so I could walk around a little shielded. So I'm going to use the magic missile. Because I was hoping it did a lot more damage than that, instead of just 2. So 2 boxes for 2 damage. I don't know if this is done percent-wise, or if that's hit point per hit point. So I could try to cast a second one, just because. Because I feel like I'm going to be so pathetic with the staff. If I'm waiting for the combat to resolve through the staff combat, then I could be waiting all day. I do now have a dagger, though. Oh, can't open that chest. It really hurts not to have a little bit of rope in you. And that can be sold. So let's switch to the dagger. Callisto, you cut yourself above the brow there. What is wrong, child? Something in your eyes tells me something's very wrong indeed. Oh, Parda, there was a man in there. He smelled like the stables, and he tried to kill me. It was horrible. Yeah, I think I'm not so brave and standoffish that I'm gonna say, oh, it was nothing. I'm a young girl. That was tragic. Hurry then, child. Equip yourself at the inn and go join Gorion on the steps of the library. I had a sense something like this might happen. Yeah, well, I'm not ready. I'm not ready to join Gorion yet. So here's the book.
What do you need?
Drop in. Philia left one of her books in. Oh, you have it already. If you could run it over to her and then come back, I've got some plans for you. Oh, you can't just tell me now?
What do you need?
Nice day. Ain't it too bad Nessa here ain't enjoying it, though. Her been stinking and all. I need to get her one of them potions of antidote off Hull. He stayed up drinking last night and got hauled off out of bed to man the gates early this morning. So I bet he's got a few of them lying around somewhere. Okay, so next quest. I like that the quest things are popping up here. That's pretty cool. That's pretty sure that's new as well. So let's go give Fila her book, and she'll give us a gem.
Hello there.
My book. Oh, you remind me of Ryan when you grin like that. Raising you has been hard on him, I know, but he says it's a toil of love, a toil of destiny even. You must be a very special child indeed to draw such praise from a man of his violent nature. Here, take this little gem of mine. Maybe Winthrop will give you a little something for it. Okay, so that should give me enough money to pre-buy the bolts.
Such menial tasks.
I will do
My
that.
hotel's as clean as an elven
Well,
army.
hello there, young one. Come to visit your old pal Winthrop, have you? Well, don't forget the 10,000 gold piece book entrance fee, as per Candlestick custom, don't you know? You always were a big kidder, Winthrop. Just having a bit of fun with ye, my friend. Them monks be walking about with poles in their nethers. But you know, you are always welcome here in my sight. Garan did well by you? He did. So there's anything I can do for you, some drinks, a room to sleep, or anything to buy? Sure, what do you have? So, we're going to sell that. 7. Oh, I was hoping for a little bit more than that. So, let's see. Before we get out of here, I hope I can get 117 for a longbow. Because that would be pretty nice. Although it's red. Shouldn't it be saying I can use that because I'm an elf? The same as with a longsword? Where's those bolts? And they just walk bolts by. Alright, done. We'll be back. I do find it information. Proficiency is dagger. Information, stats, RV, abilities. It says female elf, but elf should be able to use a bow. Does the class succeed? That makes me sad. I was really hoping to have a bow wielding sorcerer. That's okay. I will just have to focus this character on spell casting. Now, in previous plays of this game, I've stated that I hate to sleep. I hate for my characters to cast their spells and then sleep. What made me hesitate? That holds too much. Poor Sap had to go man the gate this morning, too. I don't know what he does. What can I do for you? Nothing really. I was just nosing him out. Do you have any errands I could run? Errands will actually need a coil of crossbow bolts. If you could get some from you could get some off Winthrop at the inn. I'll reimburse you. Oh, very well. Here, there'll be a few coins in it for you too, so you can stop giving me that look.
I should have joined the army.
Thanks, kid. I hear you might be leaving this place soon. Watch your back out there, okay? Here, let me give you this dagger. My father killed a hobgoblin with it once, many years ago. Stabbed him right in the back, he did. It ain't no broadsword, but it'll do in a pinch. Now, take care of yourself. Oh, let's use that dagger instead. Wow, it's even magical. Can I identify it based on... Alright, I already got a +1 dagger. That's, really amazing. Let's go get antidote and sword. Winthrop.
Such menial task.
I don't think there was anything in this barracks, but I'll poke my head in, because I believe there's a fight.
I have a blade with your name on it.
Yeah, I have a dagger for you. There, you Grant's little whelp, aren't you? Yeah, you match the description. You don't look so dangerous to me. I am. Do I know you? No, I don't believe you do. I'll not be here long, so it don't matter. You'll not be here long either, so it matters even less. Just thought I'd have a look at you. Pretty face. But, of course, man, I got charisma 18. But I don't see what the fuss is about. No matter. I'll deliver your skull, and I'm set for life. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that. Skilled dagger use. And you're gone.
Such menial.
Oh, they've added achievements. Sweet. I'll play this game even more. I'm even more excited.
Such menial task.
When did they do these updates?
Our rules are very strict.
Guard Warden, soon be gone, will ye? Ingrid asked me to teach you about the finer arts of mass combat before you leave. Can I pique your interest with it, Callisto? Grind is in a hurry, Gate Warden. I'm afraid I can't spare the time. Sorry. Yeah, I don't want to do a combat tutorial, so that's why I'm saying no. Are you sure, little one? Would be best for you to look in. It would be best you took the time to learn it now rather than curse your ignorance later. Grind himself asked me to do this deed, and I'll not offer it to you twice. Whatever. You be as you've always been then. Worse than trying to talk sense to old Ronk himself. Now there'll be duties that need attendant to, and I'll not suffer a brat like you any longer. Sorry, dude. I don't want to take a tutorial. So here, this should be Hull. Yeah. Hey, kid, I woke up this morning. I left my sword in the barracks before going on duty. If you want to get it for me, and there's a chest at the foot of my bed on the right side of the barracks. Quick now, before the gate warden catches me without it. You'll also find an antidote there. Think Dreppen needs it for oldness. Hey, I can tell the future. I already got it for you. Thanks, kiddo. Grind didn't bring you up past that, did he? You're lucky to have grown up here in Candlekeep, to be honest. Sometimes I think that the world outside these gates has gone mad. What with all this fighting over the iron shortages and all, Alm and Baldur's Gate will be at war before the season's out, mark my words. Anyhow, I'm on duty. Here's 20 gold pieces for saving my skin from the chief. Alright, 20 gold pieces. Well, if I can't get a bow, I might as well use it to buy a sling or something. I thought I asked you to clean up the rats of this building yesterday already. Hop on it, get in there. Now, I'm curious. I am still shielded, okay. So my spell's lasting pretty good. Okay, die rats. Wow. That's some fast rat killing.
Fine.
And this lazy cat is doing nothing. Good for all cats. Good for nothing. And nothing in any of these barrels. There, ring. More good stuff.
Fine.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey there, Callisto. I see you're up early this day. Well, your father, Ryan, has asked me a strange favor. Seems like he wants you to learn some fighting and asked me to be the teacher. I hope you brought your staff with you. Well, I've just killed a bunch of rats, and I've already killed 2 people this morning that tried to kill me, so I think I've had a lot of practice. Okay, tutorial. Oh, that's right. Oh, you did good. You did good. You did good, kid. Especially after Eric started firing those arrows. I'm sure your father would be proud. You should go talk to the gate warden if you want some experience in fighting with a group of people. He can find him south of here. Out there, it can be pretty important to know how to fight with allies at your side. Well, I'm glad that that arrow didn't actually do any damage to me. But, man, I feel slighted that it actually hit.
These walls contain
I'm
the
pleased.
world's knowledge.
Yeah. I'm pleased to see that you've taken the time to pay tribute to Wise Ogma. I was wondering what you had to offer in this Temple of Wisdom. Potion of Healing. I can afford one, but I don't think that's necessary quite as of yet. I wouldn't mind you identifying that dagger I already have. Okay. Well, too bad. I'm not going to waste my starting gold on that. So, where was that guy's book? Down here somewhere. So I'll go quickly get his book, or sorry, his scroll. And then head back to the inn. Where's the guy with the scroll?
Greetings, young
There he is. Tutorial. Firebreed sent you to me, hasn't he? Very well, return the scroll to him, but then you must hurry and speak with Brian. He's waiting for you on the steps of the central library. I assure you, child, it is a matter of greatest urgency. Alright. I know. Can only walk so fast. I would like to try and play this game being a little cheaty, using a little bit of foreknowledge, and preparing myself a little bit better for the fights than I have done previously, and instead of just crossing my fingers for good dice rolls and reloading if I don't get it. Try to take the time for a little forethought and pre-plan.
So hard to find decent
Okay.
folks nowadays.
There's your scroll. Give me my protection spell. Thanks a bunch, although I've already done all the things I needed to do for it.
My hotel's as clean as an elven eye.
Alright, so here's a ring. You can have my extra daggers. Sell. And do I want to be a dart thrower or do I want to be a sling user? Oh, I'll buy a little bit of darts just ahead, just in case.
Fine.
Alright, well, that's pretty much all of that. Some darts up there. Got some potion here. Oh, the antidote for the cow. Totally forgot. I totally forgot. That poor sick cow. Oh yeah, I was saying a little bit. I want to try and pre-plan the fights a little bit. See if I can't do a little bit better. I also am not going to solo it. I'm going to take some people with me. It should be fun. Here's your antidote.
What do you need?
Hey, you're a wonder, you are. Stick with me and you'll go far. Well, okay, stick with me and we'd probably never leave the walls of Candlekeep, would we? A good thing you ain't wearing none of that metal armor, though. As I hear, the bandits out there would just as soon kill you as look at you to get it off your back. I just hope this whole Iron Crisis business is wrapped up soon. Alright, let's go, Ryan. Brian, let's get out of this town. One of the things I dislike about playing Wizards is you cast your spells right away and then you gotta... I heard some shouting, Callisto. Are you alright? Oh man, you're delayed there, Karen. He's dead, whoever he was. He lunged at me with a knife. Oh, Karen, what was happening to this place? It's not this place, child. It's you they're after. Brian is waiting on the steps of the central library and wants you to go to him as soon as you've bought what you need at the inn. Oh, Callisto, I've been your tutor for so many years, and only in this moment have I come to my doubt that the teachings have been enough. Go to Grind, child. It is safe for you here no longer. Now, I would think
Hey, it's me, Emmeline.
if I was truly preparing for a journey, buying stuff in, I would have bought like a backpack and some rations, sleeping roll. No, all I bought was some darts. I am surprised that stuffy old Brian let you away from the studies and chores. That old fiddle-faddle. I snuck off too. Old Puff Guts Winthrop was looking at me, but I've got all day to do his chores. You have time for a story today? No, I can tell you don't. What have you been up to? The way she talks, you would think she's like 12 or lower. Instead, she looks like she's 16 or older. I'm afraid I can't check today, little one. Even the dialogue responses act like she's 12 or something. Maybe they should have made her a little smaller, like child size. Leave me be, I have no time to waste on you today, child. See, I'm gonna avoid calling her child, because I really don't think she's a child. I think she's childish by nature. I guess they all say child. Okay, I'm sorry, Chop, and I'm not telling anyone what I'm doing. I must go. I should not tarry about either. Winthrop, want those beds turned down after you're done with the stables. Let's be honest still. Going on a journey. Little one, I'm not much younger than you. Oh, you better be. I'm an elf. Though you sure got tall fast, relatively anyway. A journey, I never get to travel. Wish I could go with you. Yes, I really wish I could. Yes, ma'am, really do. Alright, I got the message. I'll ask if you can go with us. There's no way you can come. Grind would never allow it. You would slow us down, stay useful. So, being that guy right before told us that I'm being attacked because they're after me, even if Grind hasn't told me, I should be clued in that it's dangerous. So there's no way I would be asking if this little one can go with us if I think we're leaving because things are dangerous. Oh, I know, the old stick in the mud that he is, all worried about nothing, I'm sure. Better go now, because you've got a long ways to travel. Not that I would know, especially since I didn't peek at old Mr. G's private letters. No, ma'am, better go now, goodbye. Alright, Grind. I'm ready.
Oh, my child.
Very unnerving, I know. You must trust me. It's very important that you pick your position so that we may leave Candlekeep immediately. Free, for there is no time to tarry. The keep is well protected, but not invulnerable. Tell me where we'll be going. Alas, I cannot, pray I'm not all that is certain I will be far safe from the perhaps the woods might offer some seclude the security, or perhaps the city of Baldur's Gate would offer cover amidst its teeming throng of people. But I do not know where we shall end up, but I have a few friends here and there. I will think on this. Ready to go right now. What else could harm us here? Yeah, I want to know. Candlekeep is indeed a formidable obstacle for ne'er-do-wells, but it is not insurmountable. No matter how thick the mesh, at least one mosquito always finds its way through. No, my child, we must leave as soon as possible for our safety, and that of our friends here. Alright, let's go.
Listen carefully. If we ever become separated, it is imperative that you make your way to the Friendly Arm Inn. There you will meet Khalid and Jahira. They have long been my friends, and you can trust them. Let's have it, child. The night can only get worse, so we must find shelter soon. Don't worry. I'll explain everything as soon as there is time. Wait, there is something wrong. We are in an ambush. Prepare yourself.
You're perceptive for an old man. You know why I'm here. Hand over your ward and no one will be hurt. If you resist, it shall be a waste of your life.
You're a fool if you believe I would trust your benevolence. Step aside and you and your lackeys will be unhurt.
I'm sorry that you feel that way, old man.
I am wounded.
Man, they triple shot me already. I should be dead. As if I could live through 3 acid arrows. Oh man, Brian really isn't doing that well this time around. He barely got off any of his spells.
Dawn is especially cruel this morning. You awake with the realization that you have not been living some horrible dream. Ambushed, you saw Gorion cut down before your eyes.
Yeah, okay. Brian's dead.
Hey, it's me, Emmeline.
Oh, another achievement. Sorry, apologies, but I never get out of Candlekeep, and those monks are such a fool. Never any decent coin in their pockets either. I saw Brian. So sorry. Kind of figured something bad might happen to you out here. How could I have known? Brian didn't tell me anything. I don't want you looking over my shoulder to travel. Take your nosy little self away from the people, so when to seize your gun. Well, that's just fine, but even though you might not think so, you need me. So despite anything saying, I'm with you, so there. Okay, so this is the point where I would say I select evil. I care nothing but I want revenge. So, Imoen, give me all your stuff. But I do not want this child poking around. She's not evil. We will not get along. Here, we can have staff, because it won't sell for anything. I will go pick up Montron and what Zar or Zan or whatever his name is. So
You're a queer fellow.
we're just going to how do I do a party drop? Let's see if I can remember that. Here we go.
Yep.
Where's my quick save? Options? No. How do I dump you in when? Right AI? Select all. Stop. Attack. Character. Reform party. Remove party members. There you go. Bam. Remove. Get out of here. Don't tell me yet. Just like that? But we were friends and everything. Been friends for years, I guess. Just you me again. Because you will. Just wait and see. So that's me saving your life, Emlyn. You are not prepared. You are not prepared for the hard road ahead. So, thank you very much for watching, but we will stop it here, and we will continue on our journey in the next episode. Goodbye for now, YouTube.